So this is for our River City practice application. Remember, everyone's going to fill one out regardless if you are going to River City or not, because we want to make sure that we fill out the Google form correctly with our requested classes. So that way, if we go to River City, then we have the courses we want to take. So the information you're going to need is you need to put your first name. So you need to put your full first name. Even though I go by Allie, I'm going to put Allison and then my last name. Remember, this is the practice. The real Google form, I'll show you where that is in a moment. And then your email address is going to be your student email address, right? This is going to be the school email address. And then Bridgeway Island is your 8th grade school site, your lunch ID number, your phone contact. This is your number as a student for people to call you if the counselor needs to talk to you over the summer about the courses you selected. This is a good way for them to get a hold of you. If you take AVID or leadership, they may need to talk to you over the summer about stuff. So they need a number. If you don't have your own phone number, just put in A, totally fine. Then you'll put parent, guardian name. You'll pick one adult that you're going to work with. That's like your contact there. Their phone number, their email. And then it's going to ask you a question about, do you have a 504? Do you have an IEP? Do you have a health plan? If you have no idea what these terms are, your answer is probably going to be no. If you're familiar with these, then you know whether or not you have one and you want to say yes and check the box that applies. So slide 2, this is what the old course request sheet used to look like. It was kind of already pre-filled out for you. Every freshman takes PE individual. Every freshman takes building foundation for success. Every freshman takes English 9. The choice is either English 9 or honors. And then every freshman takes integrated math 1. Then these other 4 classes get filled up between your kind of 8 choices down here, your preferences, and we'll show you how that works. So then slide 3, you have this blank form right here. This is what you're going to fill out with what classes you want to take. So for English, you're going to type English 9. And this is where you decide whether it's honors or regular. If you choose honors, remember, it does mean that there's more work that you're going to be doing, more reading, more writing. That's an honors class. They're tougher. But if you really like English, you're really good at it, and you want the challenge, you're willing to do the work, maybe honors is what you want to do. If you're not sure, talk to Ms. Alcavendes. She'll give you a really great recommendation about where she thinks would be a good fit for you. And then for math, like I said, you're going to say math 1 for now. Towards the end of the 8th grade year, they will offer the Math 1 final, and you can choose to take it or not take it. If you pass the Math 1 final, then you would get to take Math 2 in your freshman year. If you don't pass it, you take Math 1. Not a big deal. Like 99% of freshmen take Math 1 their freshman year, so totally normal. But for now, you're going to put Math 1 since we don't know if you're going to pass it or not. For physical education, remember, you're going to put, if we go back, PE individual, we're going to write that here. Individual. And then building foundations for success. Building foundations for success, right? You're going to fill all that out. Now this column, application or prereq, for all of these courses, there is no application or prerequisite. And then we can go back and I'll show you where the AG requirement is. This is the River City course catalog. I'll show you later where you can find this. Now in the course catalog, this is where you're going to find all the information, whether there's a prereq or an application or what A through G requirement there is. So if you come down here to slide 4, scroll down, A through G requirements basically are what UCs require a certain number of classes in these categories in order to be eligible to apply. So area A is a history, area B is English, area C is math, D is science, E is world languages, F is visual performing arts, G is college prep. So where we wrote English 9, on the far column to the right where it says what's the A through G requirement, we would put a B because that's what it fits. Where we write math 1, we'd put a C because it's a C area. And then the foundations for success is actually a G. PE isn't one of the A through G requirements. So that's how the catalog works. If you're curious, if we, let's say you want to take a theater class. I'm going to type in theater right here. I'm going to search for it. There we go. Okay, so we get to the performing arts area. And oh, cool, introduction to professional theater. Well, that sounds interesting. Okay, I check the year. Cool. 9 means I'm a freshman. I can totally take it. I'm year 9. Awesome. I read the little description. It doesn't say anything about needing a prereq or anything like that. So I don't have to worry about a prerequisition or an application. Oh, and it's an area F requirement. Great. Okay. Oh, hey, I want to take advanced dance. Oh, okay. I can't as a freshman or a sophomore. I've got to be year 11 or 12. Okay. And then right here, ooh, prerequisite. Successful completion in intermediate dance or instructor approval. Okay, so that tells me I have to do these things first before I can take this class. Oh, and it's an area F. And then beginning band, no prereqs here. I can take it as a freshman. Awesome. Marching band, cool. Freshman year. Oh, but there's a prereq. Okay, students are expected to attend July band camp. Okay, previous music. So I got to look through these and make sure I know what's going on. So take time, go through the catalog, see what kind of electives, other classes you want to take. Remember that River City is a 4x4, which means, let me see if I can find that. I know they had that somewhere in here. As a 4x4, you will take 4 classes in the fall, 4 classes in the spring. So right here, like PE individual sports, I'm taking it in the fall. But in the spring, I don't have it because this fall class, even though it's only from, August to December, it's the entire year's worth of information about PE in that semester. So then in the spring, I don't take PE, but that opened me up to take guitar, and I'll take guitar for that semester. And that's my, spring semester there. We're back to our form. Remember, we talked about the A through G requirement, and we learned that, this English class, that's going to fit my requirement for, I forget now what we said. I think we said a B area. So I would put a B here. Math was a C. PE was nothing. And building foundations was a G. And then let's say, oh, I wanted to take that, marching band class we looked at. So marching band, I know there was a prereq. I saw it. I said, I got to have attend July band camp, right? And then, oh, you know what? I really want to take guitar. There's no application prereq there, and that's an area F for me. However you fill this out, you're going to fill this whole thing out with your choices using the catalog to pick those other courses. Maybe I want to start my biology now. So I'm going to put biology in there, get that prereq out of the way. I know that biology doesn't have any prerequisites or anything. And when I check the catalog, it tells me that, oh, it's an area D because it's a life science class. Then maybe I want to try world languages. So I want to do Spanish, and I'm going to do Spanish 1. And it also doesn't have any prereqs for me, but world languages are a category E. So I fill this out, fill out the whole thing, bottom 2. Put it in the order that you want to take the classes. Like put your favorite classes to the top and then your least favorite down towards the bottom. You might not get your first or second choice, right? River City is a really big school. There's all the kids going there. So we want to make sure we put our preferences in the order we want them and get our form in as soon as we can. Promised, I wanted to show you where to find everything. So if you're looking for where the course catalog is, you go to the River City website, come here under academics, there's our course catalog. If you're ready to start filling out the form to apply, you're going to go into our school, you're going to pick counseling, and then you're going to scroll down where it says scheduling. You're going to come down here and right there, boop, incoming class pre-registration form. That's what you're going to fill out, and it's going to bring up the Google form for you, and you'll fill it out. Use our rough draft thing to kind of help you fill out your final draft. So hopefully this helps you kind of fill out the form and kind of get to know what you're doing. And if you have any questions, email me, reach out. We'll get it taken care of.